Hey guys, um, I know I said I wasn't gonna upload anything for 2 months while I get help for mental issues and some other stuff. Locky kind of encouraged me to make this, as she really just wanted me to, you know, kind of stand up for myself in a way, and she wanted me to she kind of wanted me to just try and make peace with people. And I know this is probably not a good idea to make this sort of thing, just because I'm already in a bunch of hot water already, but if she thinks I'm able to do it, then I'm gonna try. Whether this backfires on me or not, I'm still gonna try. You know? This all started about, I'd say, February, when me and Locky had done some, I'm not going to go into specifics, but let's just say we did some stuff that isn't really acceptable on here. And I, at that point, I'd been dating her for about a month, maybe a month and a half at that point. And at that time, she kind of gave off the impression that she was okay with it. And that's kind of what started all of it. And then only a few days ago, she exposed me for the stuff that had happened. And I suffered serious consequences for it. Consequences that I deserved, and consequences that I accepted. I'm not going to talk about how right or wrong what we did was, because it's very clear that what happened between us was wrong on so many levels, and I acknowledge that. I take full responsibility for it, and like I said before, I'm getting help for it from a psychologist, just because I didn't want this to happen to anyone else. And I kind of just want to clear up some stuff, mostly the accusations that have been laid against me because of this. People saying that I'm a quote-unquote groomer, or a PDF file. I am not either of those things, mainly for the reason because there is a law in both my state and a law in her state that made what we did perfectly legal. Should we have done it? No. And by the time she exposed me, we hadn't really done that for a couple months to that point, because I think we both kind of knew at that point that what we were doing wasn't okay, and neither one of us really wanted to go any further with that. And so we kind of stopped after a while, but the law in both of our states made it perfectly fine, not perfectly fine, but said it was fine as long as both parties consented to those acts. And she admitted it on a now deleted post, and I admitted it, that what had happened between us was completely consensual and wasn't at all forced whatsoever. So all these allegations that I'm either a groomer or a PDF file are not true at all. And you can call me whatever you want, but I can assure you that that's not true. And no, I have not done this to anyone else. I would never want to do this to anyone else. I don't want to do this to anyone else. Now, onto the topic of mine and Locky's, kind of rekindled friendship. After what happened last night on Stars' stream, we had a little group chat between myself, Stars, and Locky, in which she kind of explained that she never wanted to do this in the first place. She never wanted to expose me in the first place, and that she was just upset. And I can understand that. But after all that, me and her had a private conversation with each other in which we both acknowledged that what the two of us did was wrong. And we both acknowledged the fact that we're both getting help for this. And I don't want anyone to go harassing her. I don't want anyone to go harassing me. Because at the end of the day, we both were in the wrong. We both were. But as far as our relationship goes, we're doing fine now. I've already apologized to her, and she accepted it, and we're now on good terms again. But I understand the fact that having her forgiveness is not enough for what I've done. And I've seen people the past week say that, or these past few days say that, the deed is already done, and in a way I have to agree with you on that. It is done. There's nothing I can do now to go back and change it. And if I could, I would. But I have to live with what did happen. And I can no longer focus on what could have happened. But I'm really only bringing this up, and I'm only talking about this because Locky really wanted me to give my side of things and really wanted me to state my side of things and just she wanted me to get this off my chest because she knew that this was stressing me out a lot. And she really only wanted to make sure that I was okay. Which just shows the kind of person that she is, which is a very kind and very compassionate person. And, I'm not gonna sit here and, try and say that what I did was right, because it wasn't, but by no means does that make me a groomer or any of that. So to those saying that I'm not. I'm really not. And Locky can attest to that as well, and she can back me up on that. But really, I'm making this because Locky kind of encouraged me and gave me motivation to do it, to make this. And I'm just happy about the fact that I'm able to get this off my chest and get this into the open. But I'm sorry to every single person who I've hurt by these actions. I'm sorry to every single person who's been affected by these actions. And really all I want is to just right the wrongs that have been wronged, I guess. I don't know how to put it. And I know that even though I might not be able to redeem myself, I want to at least be able to make sure that nobody else does the same thing. Because at the end of the day, I do still care for all the people around me, and I just want to make sure that they don't do what I did. I want what I did to be an example to those who are either in a relationship or thinking of being in one, that even if you think it's okay, and even if the laws in your area say that it's okay, that doesn't mean you should do it. And I've learned that the hard way, and I'm currently doing what I can to make sure nobody else does the same thing. But I'm just hoping that all of this gets resolved by the 31st, because really, I just want to be able to do something for Locky. And no, it's not what people might think. She really wants me to stream for her on her birthday, and I'm not gonna deny her request on that. So whether you forgive me or not, which I highly doubt you would, I'm still gonna do something on the 31st. Not for myself, but for her. Because after all of this, she deserves some sort of I don't know how to put this, but she deserves some kind of apology gift from me for everything. But look, I don't want you to go harassing her. I don't want you to go harassing me, but I really don't want you guys to harass her. Nor do I want you guys to harass Stars, because I know that she got wrapped up in all this. Really, the only one that should be blamed for any of this is myself. But please respect the fact that I'm still gonna post here and there, and just kind of remind people that people shouldn't do what I've done. But I think I've said all that I need to say. Really, the only thing I have yet to say now is I'm sorry for every person that I've hurt by this. And more importantly, I'm very sorry to Locky for having to go through what she did. No person deserves to go through any of that, and I really do apologize to her for that. And if there's any way that I can make it up to you, Locky, I will. I absolutely will. But that's gonna be it for me. And I'll see you guys later.